This is the Blairing Out with Eric Blair show here at NAMM 2014, and I'm here with the man himself, Ron Keel. How you doing today, Ron?
I am doing great, Eric. This is chaos on steroids, isn't it? NAMM 2014. Great to be here and great to be on your show, man.
Thank you, Ron. Well, you know what's funny about the NAMM show, Ron, is that over the years they've tried to really tighten up security to make sure that only people like yourself, rock stars, and the people that sell the instruments are here. But for some reason, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger every year.
You know, the groupies are always going to get in. If, you know, the double Ds, there's plenty of that going around. But guys like me, yeah, we have a tough time getting a pass. But I'm glad to be here and glad to see you at NAMM. It's always going to be crazy, and that's what it's all about. It's rock and roll, man.
Ron, let's start off with Steeler.
It's always been in print and selling. It's one of the biggest selling independent metal records of all time.
Wow. Tell me how that came to be, how you got signed with, that's Mike Varney, right?
That's a long story, and you know the best way to find the answer to that story is to buy my new book, Even Keel, Life on the Streets of Rock and Roll, the official autobiography. It comes out next Tuesday, January 28th. I tell the entire story of Steeler, from the move from Nashville to LA, getting Yngwie Malmsteen on board, releasing that Steeler album in 1983, and the rest of the story, which goes on to my career in Keel and everything that I've done up to the present day.
How have you not thought those were better days and kept going forward with your life?
Well, you know, they were better days in a lot of ways, especially politically, economically. The world was different then. We took a few wrong turns along the way, and I think we're headed for a collapse, just like the Roman Empire or the Egyptian Empire. This empire that our commander-in-chief is engineering will collapse at some point, and so there's not that sense of optimism, and life is great, it's peace and love are not going to change the world. So I've become a lot more cynical, a lot more angry at, not in my place, because my better days are behind me. You know, I have more behind me than I have in front of me. I'm 52 years old now, but I have children and grandchildren that I am absolutely afraid of the world that they're going to inherit from my generation. And back in the day, there was hope. There was, before AIDS or before all of the political corruption that has occurred in this day and time, I'm absolutely certain that there are some serious hard times ahead, and you know, so in that regard, yeah, that was a magical, special time. And all we can do is live day to day, survive, do what we were born to do. I'm an entertainer. You know, I got to sing about it. If I feel something, if I hear something, if I think something, I got to sing about it, and I'm going to write songs about it. And we are a reflection of our society. And I try to portray that on Metal Cowboy. There's a couple of songs on here, one especially called My Bad, which is, I take the blame for everything. It's my bad. The economy, Armageddon, all the shit that's happening in the Middle East, that's my fault. Because our government's not going to take credit for it. President Obama's going to get on his news conference and say, oh, I didn't know about that. Oh, I didn't hear about that. They didn't tell me about that. Oh, we're going to do an investigation. Well, hey, no, I'll take the rap, dude. It's my fault.
That's like I killed the Kennedys.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, I should have put that in the song. I killed John F. Kennedy. Yeah, I should have wrote that. Damn it. Well, maybe we'll write a sequel next year.
Do you have a Christian perspective?
No, I think we should stock up on ammo and food and music and hot girls and bottles of whiskey. As far as I'm concerned, that's just going to save the world for me, because you're going to find me in the desert with a guitar, a bottle of whiskey, and my hot wife. So I'll
that's how you're going to weather the storm.
Absolutely. I'll let God be the judge. When my day is done, I've been a good man. I've lived a positive life and a positive lifestyle. That cost me back in the day, being the good guy, being the guy next door when everybody wanted the debauchery and the hedonism and all that. I was the guy that would, and people will ask me, what's your best groupie story? Well, my best groupie story is giving her a $20 bill and saying, get a cab, go home, don't stay here. Because, you know, I cared about people. and nobody wanted it back then. Nobody wanted the guy next door, the good guy. I'm proud of being able to play that role in my career and try and do the right thing. Not hurt anybody, not step on anybody, just be myself, make music, entertain people, and let the chips fall where they may.
You've had so many highlights in your career, but off the top of your head, what stands out to you?
I think being on the Eric Blair show is probably the #1 highlight of my entire career. Other than that, we did some gigs with Bon Jovi in '87 during the Slippery When Wet tour, which is pretty amazing. They sold out headline tour of Japan. The Monsters of Rock cruise last year that I did. I'm still making amazing memories and creating great music, like my new Metal Cowboy CD, which also comes out Tuesday, January 28th. I'm very proud of the new record. Still doing what I love to do, making a living, having a good time. I got my health, I got my voice, and I got a lot of good friends that are helping me keep it going.
Now, a few years ago, it was known that you were starting to get into a little bit of country, and now you have the Metal Cowboy CD. Tell me how those two differ.
Metal Cowboy. I've been doing country music for 20 years, since Nirvana and Pearl Jam forced us out of business, basically in the early 90s. I found a soft place to land and was able to express myself through country music, and I love that art form. It's a different challenge, a different mountain to climb. Of course, I've got a metal heart, but I got a cowboy attitude, hence the Metal Cowboy. I've finally been able to pull both styles together into something that's really mine, a place that I've created on the new album that's my home. It's my world, and I'm very much at home here and very comfortable with this style of music. It's like Black Sabbath with a banjo.
Nice. Well, that's what's happening right now. I mean, with all, you know, mandolins and acoustic guitars and all that kind of stuff, but you've metalized it on this record.
Well, you know, metal is an attitude, it's a way of life, it's screaming. You gotta scream, and I've always been known as a screamer, and you're gonna hear a lot of that on the new record. But we also like to paint the picture with some different colors, whether it's a dobro or a mandolin or a steel guitar or harmonica. But you still got the big power, thundering drums, and really the song is the bottom line. A song that touches people, that makes them either get excited or feel something, put their fist in the air, stomp their foot, and it's entertainment, man. That's what it's all about.
Ron Keel, you have the right to rock on the Blairing Out with Eric Blair show.
Keep it blaring out. We got it. Yeah!
All right, this is the Blairing Out with Eric Blair show at NAMM 2014 with Ron Keel signing off.
The Blairing Out show.